Factorize the following: x squared plus 3x minus 4. All of these terms have nothing in common, so we look to factorize into double brackets. X squared, the only two things that multiply to make it are x and x. And now we look at what times what makes minus 4, but starting off with the minus. If you have a negative number, it's the last term here, it means that the two signs inside must be the opposite, because a positive times a negative makes a negative, or the other way around. I could also put it as a negative times a positive. It doesn't matter which. And I'll interchange between the two over the course of this video. Then it's a case of looking at what times what makes our number here. 1 and 4, and 2 and 2. And then now when we substitute the numbers in, we have to be careful to make sure that we see that the numbers that we end up with, the signs are in the right place. So when we put plus 1 and minus 4 in, some people might be thinking straight away, well, yeah, 4 take away 1 makes 3, right? But the problem is, as it stands, plus 1 take away 4 makes a minus 3. So if you ever think you've got the number but the sign's the wrong way around, it's because where you've put the numbers, 1 and 4, are in the wrong place. The positive should be with the 4, and the negative should be with the 1. What you will have is, in general, when you're looking at a takeaway sum, the bigger number will match the sign that you have before it. A plus 4 take away 1 makes a plus 3, whereas a minus 4 plus 1 would make a minus 3. See how the bigger number will match with that. So plus 4 minus 1, that's the first one done. Second one, nothing in common between x squared 7x and minus 30. We'll look to see if we can factorize in at double brackets. X times x works for the beginning. It's a minus 30, which tells us that these signs are different. I'm going to write them this way around that time. Then look at the factors of 30 to see what possible numbers we can input. It can be divided by 1, 2, having a blonde moment here, 2, 15, 3, 4 doesn't work, and then 5 goes with 6. Taking them one at a time, when you put the numbers in, remember you've got it both ways around, so when you do minus 1 and 30, that would give you a positive 29, whereas this way around would give you a minus 29. Go through until we find the 7. 7 will come from a 3 and a 10. Because it's a positive 7, it has to have a plus 10, and the 3 will have to go with the minus. Next one. X squared minus 8x minus 9. Nothing in common, so we look to see if we can factorize into double brackets. X times x makes x squared. To get a negative 9, they will have to be different signs, so I'll do that now. Factors of 9, 1 and 9, 3 and 3. Inputting them, plus 1 take away 9 is how we're going to end up with this minus 8. So that is our answer for this one. For the next one, nothing in common between x squared, 7x, minus 7x or minus 44. X times x makes x squared. Negative 44 tells us that we're going to have opposite signs. The factors of 44, listing them out, are 1 and 44, 2 and 22, 3 doesn't work, 4 goes with 11, 5 doesn't work, 6 doesn't work, 7, 8, 9, 10 don't work, and then the next number 11 we already have. So those are all of the factors there. Inputting the numbers one at a time. The negative 7x means that the bigger number needs to be negative. 1 minus 44 gives us minus 43. That's not what we want. 2 minus 22 gives us minus 20. That's not what we want. 4 minus 11 is where we get this minus 7. So we need a minus 11, and then we need a positive 4. Last two. First one, nothing in common between the three terms, so I don't have a common factor to take out. X times x makes x squared. Negative 60 tells me that these signs are the opposite. Factors of 60 are going to be 1 and 60, 2 and 30, 3 and 20, 4 and 15, 5 and 12, 6 and 10, 7 doesn't work, 8 doesn't work, 9 doesn't work. We've already got 10, so we're done. Which two numbers subtract in order to make a positive 17? 3 and 20 differ by 17, and if we put the plus with the 20 and the 3 with the negative with the 3, that's where we'll get this positive 17 from. Lastly, nothing in common between these three terms, so no common factor. X times x is x squared. The negative 96 comes from a plus minus. Factors of 96 are 1 and 96, 2 and 48, 3 and 32, 4 and 24, 5 doesn't work, 6 goes with 16, 7 doesn't work, 8 does work, 8 and 12, 9 doesn't work, 10 doesn't work, 11 doesn't work, and then that takes us to 12. Factors of 96 that give us a negative 10 when we have a plus with one of them and a minus with the other. 6 take away 16, so we have minus 16, and a plus 6 is where this minus 10 is going to come from adding together. And that's us done.